So what's the easiest way to seam cheap carpet together, and what tools are you going to need? In this video, we're going to walk you right through that. What's good? It's Carpet Mike here from CarpetExpertBlueprint.com, sharing all the tips, tricks, and strategies to make you a super success in the carpet and flooring industry. So we have a long seam going down the wall there. You watch me freestyle cut that with my knife. All I was doing was tracing a line on the backing of the carpet, as I'm doing with these little pieces here too. Now we got a multiple piece fill going down the wall, so we're going to go ahead and heat up the seam tape to seam together all the little short pieces first. Cut. Now, I know this is going incredibly fast here, but the easiest way to do that, rather than freestyle cut it like I do, just put a straight edge on the backing, run your nice sharp blade down that backing, get a nice straight cut, line them up along the long seam, and then overlap all your little cross seams there. With the overlap on the cross seam, go ahead and cut those evenly using a straight edge on one side, then mark it while it's overlapping the other piece, and then fold that side back, take a straight edge to the spots you marked it at, and seam those little bits together. Once those are seamed together, you could do the long seam just like I did here in this video. Now, what all do you need for this? You need seam tape, you need a seam iron, you need a straight edge in most cases, and that's about it. Some good mojo, some good, fingertips on that to blend it together, because we don't want to overspend on these carpet tools. This is all about that DIY world, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to go ahead and seam that one together too. You just watch how I did that. Okay, let's mix it up to some other cheap carpet here. We got a hallway where nothing is happening. Apparently, I just got the camera running, so let's run with it here. Let's go ahead and bring this piece in. We're going to overlap it here. And with that overlap, we're going to go ahead and gear up for the seam. We got a seam iron, we got a kicker, we got a hook knife, and we are ready to rock. So rough cut everything in so it's nice, easy, and manageable. Looks like I got to reinforce a little bit of loose tack strip there. So we're going to go ahead and throw some sinker nails in that so when we stretch it, we don't pull the tack strip out. Everything's good to go. We're going to lock on the sides there so it's nice and snug, and we're going to be good for the seam. Once all that's locked on, we're good. Let's fold it back and start cutting it. So I'm throwing a nice clean edge on that one, and flipping the blade around, we're going to mark it across. Then we're going to trace all those little spots we marked. Once again, throw a straight edge on that if you don't have a nice steady hand. Get the seam tape under there, and we're going to burn it together. Let that seam iron sit in place for about 8 to 10 seconds, then slide it across as you go. Here's another seam right here. We got a long one down the wall already cut. Now I'm going to cut the other fill piece here. Once again, I am just tracing one of the lines on the backing. You don't have to do it like that though. Just drop your straight edge on the backing, run that nice sharp blade down it. It'll give you a beautiful clean edge to work with, and then seam it together. Once again, seam tape halfway under each piece. Seam iron is going to sit in place 8 to 10 seconds, and you slide it an iron's length forward as you move along. Once you get to the other end there, let it sit for a good 10 minutes, and you'll be ready to stretch on the room. Biggity bam, that's how you get things done.